lie and there can be no consequences.
Well, Tim Wilson is a Liberal MP and he says he is voting yes, and he joins us now. Tim, what did you make of the No campaign ad?
I thought it was largely predictable. They're not actually interested in debating the issue at hand, which is whether same-sex couples should be able to marry, and instead they've raised a series of red herrings, one of which is obviously now blown back on them, and so I'm not surprised to see that, because I think a lot of the campaign is not actually dealing with the real issue, creating a whole lot of red herrings to distract the public.
If they're not dealing in facts, does it worry you about what is to come in the No campaign?
Not at all. If you look around overseas, you'll often see red herrings being raised left, right and centre. I have great confidence in the Australian people to see through these red herrings, because in the end, most Australians have a direct connection to somebody that this issue affects, where they believe that they should be able to be in a committed, stable relationship that's equally respected in law. And if the No campaign wants to raise a whole bunch of red herrings that don't actually address that issue, then they're only doing themselves a disservice.
Tim, I feel like it's worth pointing out that we haven't even got the ballots out yet. Like, we haven't even reached that point, and we're starting to see this campaigning. And no one seems to be paying attention to the fact that there's still a High Court hurdle to get over here. Today, a prominent constitutional lawyer said he'd be surprised to see the government win in the High Court on this, and that the plebiscite probably then wouldn't even go ahead. Is it going to go ahead, do you think? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Well, the government's made a decision and enacted the necessary executive orders to make it happen. Now it's a question whether the High Court deals with it and whether it decides to knock it on the head or not. That's all hypotheticals. There are 7 people who get to make that decision, and I'm not one of them, and respectfully, Walid, neither are you. So in the meantime, there are a lot of people standing up and speaking out about the type of country we want to be, which is one built on a country built on people being respected, having people enter stable, committed relationships, fully and equally respected in law, and I'm going to continue to support that case, as are many others.
All right, we'll leave it there, Tim. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.